Jayden Daniels, good, bad, encouraging. You can pick a word. Give me a word to describe Jayden.
He's definitely encouraging. A lot of people are up in arms already, and they're panicking. Dude didn't turn the ball over. He's a rookie. There's 17 more weeks left in the NFL. I'm just sitting and waiting. I'm waiting patiently. Like we talked during camp and all of that, JP. We know we're in the middle of a rebuild. Of course, we're gonna have our times where we come over here and be like, "Oh yeah, they can pull off this upset." Nah, we know what's going on, and we know what we're cheering for. And a lot of like I was talking to some people, I'm not gonna say their name, but they was like, "Oh, you must be on a Jayden can't do nothing wrong train." I'm like, no, it's just I'm not gonna sit up here and like turn my back on the kid one game into the season.
The,
Like,
the,
what
the
is going
question
on?
I would ask those people: what did he do so bad where you think he's somebody jumping off a train?
I want to do this because
I mean, in that game, what did he do that would make you question what he's capable of becoming?
I want to open the phones up. 800-636-1067.
You ain't saying their name. I one finger salute them too. And they know who they are.
Because, B, you said earlier you've been hearing people that are ready to just, the season's over, fire everybody, right?
Yep.
I haven't heard that. As far as people that are done with Jayden or something already, like, I think you're nuts. I will give you the platform to make your case. If you think they need to fire somebody, if you want to react to week one, do it. I kind of think those are like weird social media bots, and I don't think actual humans will call in with those takes. 800-636-1067. You will get a fair opportunity to state your case if that is your case. I am fascinated to hear it. Landini, because sometimes I wonder if we're not arguing against ghosts. Like, do these people actually exist? Show yourself.
Well, they were human beings. Believe me.
Landini, Jayden Daniels, good, bad, encouraging. That was your question.
Yeah, I would definitely say encouraging. I liked one thing that I really liked is I think he scrambled well, and I think that's actually pretty important for a guy. That was the best, most reliable way for them to get first downs yesterday was Jayden scrambling, and something like that, it just allowed him to stay on the field for a lot more and get more reps. So, you know, he can learn and he can grow. And I think that's critically important for him to get that experience, because I don't have a ton of confidence in the offensive coordinator or the wide receivers to get open. So if Jayden can go out there and, make those plays happen himself, that's got to be encouraging for me.
I'm with you. I don't understand how you could leave yesterday and be discouraged, right? He was by far the best rookie quarterback to play yesterday. I think his ability to move with the football, I think Joe T said it really well. If you missed any of our interview with Joe Theismann from last hour, get on the Odyssey app, hit rewind. All right, so B, here's what I can tell you. A lot of people are calling. The phone lines have lit up now that I've asked for if you really think they need to make a firing after one game, holler at me. But so far, none of them have made it through Jeff's rigorous screening process. So I think it might just be a lot of like lunatics or bots or whatever. I don't know. I'm fascinated to see what happens here. But Joe T said it really, really well. I think Daniels has shown he can make plays with his feet. Certainly. I think it's fair to say that. I think the evolution of that is making plays with your feet to stay in the pass game. And I don't think week one against a Todd Bowles defense is when you're going to see that. But over the course of a season, I think that's what you'd like to see is, you still want to run. You still want to pick up the chunk yards when you can, pick up the first downs when you can. But what if your ability to evade pressure buys you more time, and then you see that receiver streaking on the post route?
Yeah, but that's something you're growing too. And I wouldn't expect a person in his first game to be able to do everything at one time. I don't think anybody does it in their first game. And then that's where, in this day and age, what we do, we are judging people according to guys who finished their careers, guys who are in their glory days of their career, their 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th year. We judge the first year guy on those guys. Instead of judging them on the first year, go look at Peyton's first game and all these guys have a great first game and see what they did. I think they wouldn't. I think you would see a total difference, but that's not how people do it.
Our buddy Brian Burrows with a call here. He said Jayden was definitely encouraging. I will wait until week six to see how I feel, but the defense will adjust, and we definitely just need to see as it goes. I don't get how you could not be encouraged from that. If you want to say it's far from a finished product, certainly, right? But I can't imagine
Who
watching.
is expecting to see a finished product in week 1?
I don't know. People are calling. We'll see. I don't know exactly what is happening. I just don't think it's too much to say, like, oh, fire everybody. I don't like Jayden, whatever. Either way, like, I think it's one game and you got to chill.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to give them a little bit of time. Last year they started 2-0 and they went 4-13. Mm-hmm. If you are convinced that everything needs to be blown up because of week 1, it looked bad. That was a bad game. They played poorly. Their defense was awful. The offense wasn't very good. Like I'm not sugarcoating or denying anything. I just think you're nuts if drastic measures have to be taken because of that. You know what I mean? Does that sound fair?
It sounds 100% fair to me. I just listen, man.
But that's why
I've learned a long time ago. I don't listen to everybody that speaks on the radio or everybody that's just going tweet something. You got to realize people become very, very intelligent and know-it-all and brave when they're on Twitter and on phones.
That's why I don't even think people are going to call in with these wild takes. Like I think
somebody will.
All right, we'll see.
People do crazy stuff.
The phones are lit up, but whoever is calling is so hell-bent on just screaming that they're not even getting past Jeff and Landfill. Like, it's just, I can see the boys in the aquarium trying to, make sense of whatever is being yelled at them, and it seems comical to me. I don't understand it, but we'll find out together. We're all in it together. You and I, before we get to this, how about Dak getting paid and then delivering?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
I thought that was pretty impressive yesterday. As far as
Dak said, I'm getting my cheddar. I'm out.
Are you blown away when you hear those numbers?
No.
That's a big number, dude.
But
Micah Parsons, did you see his comment after?
What?
He's like, damn, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but the whole thing about it is we act like just like you said, let's act like what we see. Did you not see the number going there?
Totally.
So yeah, it's a big number, but you know what? It's now like all the basketball players used to talk. Football, the quarterbacks are competing in passing. That's how it is. In the NFL, we look at the numbers. The numbers state how much money they make, how do they promote their league.
Sure.
So that guy's going to get paid.
Arguably the worst loss of the weekend, it goes to the Panthers, but Cincinnati
Worst
falling.
loss of the weekend was Notre Dame. But I'm just like rubbing
That's
it
a
into
tough
those
one.
guys.
Yeah. Cincinnati losing to New England is tough.
Yeah, and they look. See, that's another one. Joe Burrow, okay, is an unbelievable quarterback. Highly look.
He looked rough, but all right, somebody's ready to present their argument. This is Shane. Shane, what's your argument, sir?
First and foremost, I want to say that I am not saying that it needs to be sweeping changes. The thing is this, right? We all knew Jayden Daniels coming in was an electric runner. That's not a question. What we had questions about was whether he would throw the ball across the middle, whether he would protect himself, and whether he would be durable. You know what I'm saying? So running the ball 16 times, and it's just something about the way he takes his hits, right? He looks like a rag doll, his helmet's flying off, this and that. So I would say, first and foremost, we can punt on this year. I think that Adam Peters punted on this year when he didn't address any weapons for Jayden Daniels to have, didn't address the left tackle, didn't address pass rush. So I just think that we started off already in a bad term with just punting on the year. It didn't even seem like we wanted to be competitive. We don't have any star players on the roster. We don't even really have good players on the roster. So I've been telling guys all this, we're going to do better just because we had roster over turnover didn't mean anything because we didn't get any actual good players. Filling it in with Bobby Wagner's and Cleveland Furrows would not make us better. So I would just say that Adam Peters, first and foremost, already dealt our head coach Dan Quinn a bad hand for his first year, which means that in year 2 we better see some change, which will be hard because all of these guys are on 1-year deals. So I think that the whole Dan Quinn era, okay, it started off in the wrong foot because we basically punted on this year without adding any talent. Okay, and next year it'll be even harder because, like I said, we're just going to be bringing in more talent and roster turnover again because these guys are on 1-year deals. So that's 2 years now, and next year he'll have to produce, which it'll be hard with all the roster turnover. So that's 2 years I feel like it's already going to be wasted. So which puts the emphasis on the third year. And what is the third year going to be? Full of rookies, and it's just already started out bad just with the way that the roster was constructed this year, which put total pressure on next year, okay? And then it's just like the Dan Quinn era is already, to me, seems like it's just like the Ron Rivera era. Oh, give me 3 years, I'm a rebuilder. We're not rebuilding, we're retooling. What? This is not the way you go about it, to me, okay? You got to try to bring in players, good players.
You can't fix everything in 1 year.
And we want to wonder why the receivers not getting separation. We have on the media exact years.
Do you think that they can fix everything in 1 year, bro?
I never said that. But
well, I'm asking you a question because you coming and you giving us your mindset. I'm going to ask you a question.
You improve when you have a worse roster.
No. I don't think the roster is worse, but I don't think you saw that stuff yesterday. You said he couldn't protect himself. He did protect himself yesterday. I think he threw the ball across. He threw the ball across the middle.
2 times, bro.
He threw the ball across the middle.
When did he protect himself, bro?
He rolled. He rolled. The hardest hit he took was when he got hit in the pocket.
Shane. Listen, I am happy
Shane,
to
you must have never played football. You just think somebody gonna get touched at all on the damn football field?
I played 8 years of football, bro.
Okay, yeah, but you don't get hit on the football field?
Yeah, he got up, but that don't mean he protected himself.
Dude, he go get hit. He got hit from the back. The hardest hit he took wasn't the helmet hit. It was the hit he got hit from the back.
He ran helmet to helmet with Antoine Winfield Jr., and luckily he just pushed him to the ground and wasn't diving.
Can I ask you a question, Shane? Shane, you got to let us talk, dog. It's our show,
just
not
cut him off. That's what you do. You don't give nobody all that damn time when they just run their damn mouth not listening.
It's interesting, though. Don't you think they can improve from yesterday? Are you convinced that they're going to suck for 3 years?
How can you improve with zero talent?
All right, thank you for the call, man.
That's why you stop listening to fools. Sometimes people open their mouth, they tell you exactly what they are.
I would rather the people that have these opinions get to, because I don't think they should exist. I think you're nuts. But
JP, there are nuts in the world.
I do think there's a dearth of talent.
There are nuts
agree
in the
with
world.
that. I've said that repeatedly. And dude, if you want to, you can make the argument. Like, we knew secondary was a problem. They didn't really do anything to address it. They've got a ton of cap space. I do think it's part of a longer term plan. I'm not willing to throw in the towel on the 26 season already. We'll keep these phone lines going.
26,
that dude's saying they're going to be bad for 3 years and then they got to start it all over.
Man, listen, bro. Sometimes stuff that's said is not what you need to listen to. We try to be respectful to people when they respectful to us. But if you're going to say stupid stuff, I'm going to come right back at you.
You also got to let us talk, dude. It's crazy.
No, but you don't have to. You can just cut his ass off. That's what you do. The whole thing about it is, yes, we listen. But everybody is not that damn smart in everything that they try to present every time. And you don't have to listen to it every time.
BMitch and Finlay, nobody go anywhere.